Before I continue, this video is not for the people under the age of 13, mostly kids. If you are under 13, you should have permission by your parents. Trust me, it's kind of the law right now for YouTube, because YouTube is probably the best websites of all the time. It's sarcasm, alright? So, yeah. Little backstory. Back in the day, like 2019, or just the late 2018, we got information that we got in 1962, this guy, and we did not know how to feel about it. But later on, in 2019, before the films got out, it literally was an incredible figure, with some criticism of the leg being, well, not that much articulated. Trust me. I mean, these legs are something, maybe movie accurate, but they are not movable. And yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Actually, let's talk about the criticism first. Well, the promotional pictures, they kind of look, well, pretty lackluster. But I do like the inclusion of the Mothra larva, and the pretty much the poster, which also has the Easter egg of Godzilla against Mothra. Actually, inclusion of all the poster. Yes, that's clearly maybe the 1962, but hey, at least it has blue atomic breath. Oh, we're going back to this one later on. Yes, this is literally the front, and then inside, yada yada yada. More promotional images. Pause if you want to read it quick. Toho Copyright Corporation Ltd. Trademark and Godzilla symbol. And also being literally 65 years Shin Godzilla poster. 1954 to 2019. This is 2020, so it's 66 almost. But I like this inclusion of Shin Godzilla. The twin fairies, the protagonist and such, the antagonist with the mustache, what I call also the Hitler mustache, because it kind of looks like one, the evil businessman. Yeah, this is full of images that you really should see by hand, by person. Even the crappy English dub for other Showa Godzillas and maybe Godzillas in general, except for the American releases. Well, almost everyone. And my recommendation, if you want to watch a Godzilla film, literally from Toho, watch it in English. Watch it on Japanese dub, unless it's Shin Godzilla, which you can watch both. And yeah, pretty awesome. And also, it's also included with the backdrop. Hell yeah. Now for the painting and sculpt. Jesus Christ, this is literally artistic level of pretty good. What do I mean? Well, let's take a look at the pretty noggin. We can see the shiny eyebrows, which are pretty much blurry for the moment. Got them again. There we go. Sorry. We can see the nostrils, pretty nice. And the eyes, pretty movie accurate. The devilish stare. The alright mouth, but the sculpted tongue and teeth, pretty gnarly. And the stubby teeth, pretty accurate. Although the paint could have been better, like S.H.MonsterArts better paint apps. However, that S.H.MonsterArts figure literally, well, small ball, which Bandai kind of regretted later on. But yeah, this is kind of the what they took the criticism of 1962 of the Showa Godzilla, which was the first Showa Godzilla. Shut up. The 1954 is the first Godzilla film, but it does not only count as only Showa Godzilla. It's supposed to count to everything, considering it was also the continuation of Heisei and then the part of the Millennium stories. And yeah, all in all, pretty good. Well, the nails could have more shading, even the nails. I still think this is a pretty good painted figure, and the promotional images do not do it justice. It should probably have it in the first hand. If you have it in hand, you will see the detail better, because this flipping stupid camera cannot shine it through. Maybe. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, articulation. The head is on a ball joint, which is pretty nice, and also a ball joint from the throat to the neck area, which the torso is connected. A squeaky ball joint, which you also, if you want even more smoothly, hair dryer first. If you are 15 or such, let your parents help you first before you, well, rip and tear it. Sorry, I'm watching and playing too much Doom. Even play Doom Eternal. That swivel literally looks like it's been a glory kill there. Has Doom Guy already twisted your spine already, Godzilla? Or is this one of your new abilities that you took inspiration of the 1971 film, huh? I thought we were already over with this, Godzilla. I thought we already were also over from that. We have ball joint on the arms. A pretty alright bend at the elbow. Well, considering we do not use the elbows too much on Godzilla figures, it's kind of reasonable. Then we have hinges on the wrists, and also it does have a swivel and a bend of the knuckle. And then for the legs, be careful with them too. Has a really great spread. And the legs, far improvement. This is where the improvements go. Really smooth and perfectly, listen. Hold on. That's the clicking and clacking. There's a soft ratchet knee joint. And also ball joint on the ankles. Pretty awesome. And this is where the improvement of the tail comes. The 6-segmented tail. Literally, when you bend the tail, you do not see like, well, for example, this guy, where the tail is literally sculpted to be like a pretty awesome pose, but when you bend it, like, yeah, it kind of breaks the mold. It kind of breaks the sculpted mold, pretty much. But when you do with this guy, you see that it's cut under. Well, for a reason. When you bend it, it kind of gives out a smooth kind of layer. It's sort of a S.H.MonsterArts kind of feel. Matter of fact, when you touch this figure, it has some S.H.MonsterArts quality. This is probably the reason why I bought all the newer releases of Godzillas, because now they have this feel. Good job, NECA. However, improve with your paint apps. Trust me, you kind of need that. And considering the delay of Godzilla vs. Kong, that's gonna be released in 2021 instead of, well, 2020. Well, reasonable. And we also got a King Kong figure. Yay! It's also 8 inches. Boo! But also, one improvement, the frosting on the spines. Well, this like kind of looks improved all the older Godzilla figures. This still looks like well, a homemade, well, this is literally artistic. This is literally shading of an artist. It's brilliant. Really brilliant at all. So yeah. And also the size comparison. First we take a look at, well, hold on. Did I miss something? I mean, there should be a segment about something that I want to really size, like that we got the breathtaking that I kind of custom painted it the way it was completely white, and oh yeah, this one. The one that looks like more 30-year version than this is the original one that's come from Atomic Blast DMK and this. And the worst part, doesn't fit. It's all about does not fit at all. There's supposed to be a groove there, but it does not fit at all, so don't use it. And also, why is it completely white? I know it's white in the poster and the film, but it also has some blue in it. For example, why couldn't you do the same like this? Have a shading of blue instead of just completely white. It looks like kind of a whipped ice cream or whipped cream or like this. Although I would be concerned about that. It's literally anime kind of vibe. This is probably why I said this is not for kids under 13. But, you know what I mean. I mean, look at this. How can you go from this brilliant atomic breath piece to with translucent blue to this? It just doesn't make sense. Or that they wanted to have inclusion of atomic breath parts, but it's kind of useless. And this is also why I kind of also do not want Godzilla figures that's literally hard plastic atomic breath parts, because one criticism is one for this. When you plug it in, it looks good, but kind of weighs down the figure's neck. So, yeah. You should have taken the 2019 wipe, having it instead hollow and kind of more possibility on the next, and maybe I would have passed it. But for now, you screwed up, NECA. You screwed up. But anyway, size comparison again. Here we have JMK. Should have been a little bit taller. I mean, it's 60-meter Godzilla compared to the 50-meter, and also, when I talk about GMK, here's an example. Where you take this one, which you should angle like this, it fits through, boom. Kind of looks like it's literally consuming smoke, or just something really weird. But when you have this, it looks like it dispenses or breathes out atomic ray. And this is actually what I prefer to add on, except for this one. And there's also a comparison. Here's the NECA Godzilla from 1962, which is literally Steve's favorite. Well, this is Arnes. Yeah, I did this super unimportant review reference there. Check out in the description below. And here we have my first S.H.MonsterArts, which I kind of agree with this comparison because, okay, here's the thing. When you also compare it to this the repaint, it kind of looks kind of weird in the camera. Okay, now it kind of bugs off, but yeah, in the recording, this guy was kind of too big, but right now it might fit through, but kind of still like this guy compared to this guy even more than this one. I mean, sure, it might It's literally suit accurate sometimes, well, except for the face, which kind of look too plushy and cosplayish. But I still like this one. But I like this one more because it looks more like the film. It came out of the film, and it literally looks like a nuclear, an atomic bomb victim, which Godzilla is supposed to represent. A scarred victim that's burned, that's a burnt skin from the atomic bomb, which was the inspiration. So yeah, if you want more information, I can review this guy if you want me to. Just comment down below, subscribe, hit the like, and also when you subscribe, bell button, done. It's easy. Just check on my Robot Spirits, the effect parts set, and you will know my reasoning. But overall, I really like this guy. I really like this figure. And if you are new or a Godzilla fan, I recommend you to pick this one up. And also, speaking of picking up, they are also doing a reissue of this Godzilla. And if someone actually reviews it, because I already have this copy, which I do not regret buying, yeah, I should recommend you picking this one up, and also this one if it's actually getting a better one, a better reissue one, because I know that sometimes reissue are pretty much an improvement. Trust me, there are figures that have been improved from the original. This is custom painted, but don't believe it's a piece of crap, at least on the surface. But yeah, what I can say that the breath effect is not the best. Hold on, maybe if it works for this guy, it kind of does, but then you need a Tamashi Nation stand, and even then, actually, maybe it was meant for this guy, considering this. If you have a Tamashi Nation stand, which is a stand in general, customizable one, maybe a NECA one, test it out. But overall, I would still recommend you to pick it up. And for being familiar with Godzilla, yeah, this is probably one of the best NECA Godzillas that we got so far. I mean, when the beginning of 2014 24-inch Godzilla, that was the beginning of, well, Possible Tale from NECA for NECA Godzillas. I mean, it's literally a 13 segmented Godzilla figure from NECA. Trust me, I count the details segments because I own that figure. And it's also an accurate scale. I mean 50, and then we have the 108 meter scaled Godzilla. So yeah, perfectly scaled and perfect figure if you do not want to spend a crap ton of money for another figure that's from Bandai, which is, well, showed a bit, was a test of a time and maybe not the best one ever and probably the weakest one. Go with this one. Trust me, this one is better for multiple reasons. But if you do want a Bandai's S.H.MA64, go for the sand version. It at least have a atomic breath effect. But anyways, that was my review of 64 Godzilla, and I hope you enjoy. And boy am I tired.